Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. This week I'm going to show you guys a really cool way to encapsulate your stamping using pigments. So going in with my bling line gel, I'm going to be putting a base layer of white down. I'm going to do this twice. So yeah, I'm going to put the first layer down, cure, and then I'm going to put the second layer down. And then go in for a final cure just to make sure I have a nice opaque even white base to work with. Okay, so now that we're out of the lamp and we've done both our layers, I'm removing the tacky layer. Although I had two flexi fingers there, I'm only going to show you one of the designs because I'm basically recreating it for this set, but it's going to be the same steps. So I'm just buffing off now because obviously I'm going to be encapsulating and stamping and stuff like that. So I'm going to be using my Moyu plate. This is the tropical plate, number 6 I think, and I'm going to use the little flamingos along with my stamper, my crystal clear stamper, and then this Moira white gel polish, which I absolutely love. This is the stamping gel polish, so it does need to cure, it will not air dry. So as you can see, I'm generously applying that to the plate, and I'm really kind of working it into the little grooves just to make sure that it gets really in there. This is a bit more thicker consistency than some of the normal sort of stamping polishes, because it is a gel. So I just sort of give it a moment just to settle, and then I scrape off with my scraper, pick up with my stamper, and just apply it to the nail. Okay, so now that the design is on, I'm just going around the cuticle with a little cotton bud and some gel cleanser just to make sure that I don't cure any of that onto the actual finger. Just a little note whenever you're applying your pigments, be very gentle, and actually if you sort of smoosh your brush into some kitchen roll, as you can see here in the next application, it breaks it up a lot easier. So you just basically sprinkle that on to the nail, make sure that the design is fully covered, and then you can just pop it into the lamp to cure. Okay, so once we've cured, I'm just giving that a really good dust off now. And as you can see, our little flamingos turned out perfectly. So I'm going to use some of the little Fruit Fimo bits because obviously this particular design doesn't cover the entire nail. It is quite a short design, so just basically sort of putting on a floating layer or a bit of a slip layer first, if you will, making sure that everything's covered. Then I'm just going to go in with my Fruit Fimo pieces. You're going to see here a totally indecisive me, wondering sort of where to set things and put things. I did figure it out in the end, what worked best, which you'll see in a moment, but I'm kind of applying them and then I move them and I put them back on and take them off. So I can be really indecisive when it comes to placement of things like this here, or even crystals. So it's a learning curve, and the good thing is that with it being gel, I've got time to play around with it. So yeah, I'm just kind of like setting all the little fruits on as and where I want before I'll encapsulate them. Okay, so as you can see, I finally decided where my fruit should go, but now I'm going in with my encapsulation bead. And one thing I would say is that don't do what I do in terms of this here, flash cure beforehand, because the little fruit pieces started to move around, and that was something that I completely forgot to do. but you know, it wasn't too much of an issue at all really. I think just the little pink bit near the cuticle kind of moved slightly, but I was able to move it back and it was okay. But it'll just help you keep everything in place if you do a flash cure before encapsulating. So once I'm happy with that there, I will check to make sure that everything's tickety-boo with my apex, and then I shall pop it into the lamp. Okay, so jumping a few steps ahead here, because I have actually, well, obviously it's cured and I have filed it, but I've changed the shape. I decided that no, I want to go with a sort of soft almond shape. So I'm just popping some gel cleanser in there and just basically getting rid of any of the neon pigment that's around there before I seal everything. So using a little scrubby brush, I'm just making sure that I get all that pigment off. It's really easy to come off. I don't find it an issue. And then we're going to go in and top coat. Oh, look at that gloss. I love it. Okay guys, so there you go, that is the finished look. I hope you like it. I thoroughly enjoyed doing this video. I always love working with stamping, and especially whenever I'm incorporating things like pigments and other little bits of nail art items as well too. I just find it really fun to work with, so why not give this a go yourself? It makes a really cool featured nail, especially too whenever you're encapsulating it with other bits and pieces, just to kind of like quirk it up a bit. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks so much indeed for watching. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and leave me a little hello in the comments below. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do. And I will see you all again next week. Have a good one. Bye.